Hello, hello, my beautiful Aries. This is your general tarot and oracle card forecast for the week of June the 1st to the 7th. Already, we have emerged and we're charging into another beautiful month, the beginning of June. Let's see what you have for your download message and your theme for this week. Let go of the burdens. So something's going by the wayside, which you've had to deal with in the past. So that's beautiful. Let's see what your tarot messages are here, my beautiful Aries, what you need to see, know, and expect as you navigate through another week and another month. We're moved into another month, so that's quite amazing. So let's see what we have here for you. I'm going to cut the deck. All right, your first card you've got is the Temperance, followed by the Ten of Cups and the King of Wands, the Tower, the Seven of Swords, Six of Wands. Move these up just a bit, guys. All right. And you've got the World. You've got the Ten of Swords. And you've got the Moon. Coming in next, you have the Four of Swords, the Six of Cups, and you've got the Six of Swords. You've got that beautiful Knight of Cups with the Three of Pentacles, and you've got the Eight of Cups. So, all right. Similar energy. You're moving on in a new direction. So letting go of burdens is a big thing this week. So maybe you're finally letting go of the past, things that you've had to endure and go through in the past. And the universe says it's your time now to just let them go. Forgive and try to forget. We can't always forget, but we can learn from the lessons of what had happened, what you were burdened down with, what you felt you couldn't control. So let it go. You're letting go of burdens, which is a good thing. Coming in with your first card, life or career, you've given the card cultivation. It says you are in the growing phase right now, and you must continue to water the seeds you have planted in order to reap the rewards. So this could be new business, getting back out in the workforce, doing something that you love to do, how you make your money. You're planting your seeds for your future, regardless, whether it's on a personal level or a business level. Stay in alignment. Keep doing this. Stay focused on it, because you will reap in the rewards if you stay in alignment and keep doing it. Now, the King of Wands comes in, the Ten of Cups comes in, and the Temperance. The Temperance is, basically your guides and spirit they've got your back. And they're basically saying, it's okay to take a time out. It's okay to rest up. It's okay just to put your feet up and breathe a breath of fresh air and relief. This card says do things in moderation. Try not to overdo, overextend yourself, overexert yourself, overindulge yourself in anything. This will help you move forward. This is all about putting yourself in a space of balance and taking yourself to center in a peaceful way. The King of Wands is headstrong and heading out in a new direction. He has the ability to teach, preach, and convey information of wisdom to others. He is a leader in his own right. This could be you forging out there, wanting to be focused, really focused on your future, focused on a new beginning, focused on maybe your career or your relationship, your family, whatever the case is. He has that ability to go out there and stand up and, hear me roar, basically. There's the lion. He is the king of the jungle. So I do believe that, when I look at the King of Wands, he goes big or he goes home. Happiness, more happiness than you could ever imagine, my beautiful Aries. This is the Ten of Cups, and of course that means peace, harmony, and beautiful restoration of a family unit or chosen family of friends. If there's been any issues with any members of the family, everything will be amended. Things will work out. This is a beautiful card that says those storm clouds are about to part, and you're going to see the sun and possibly a rainbow. And, you could receive something in the form of time, effort, support, love, or even good health and money. I always say that with the pot of gold. Now, coming in with your career and money card, which is your focus part of the reading, you've got the feather, and the feather represents abundance, easy money, divine intervention. And your career could involve light work, air-related, undecided, and travel. So things are going to get easier for you financially. Basically, you're going to find that you're not going to have to work as hard as you thought you would. I think it's almost like it's easy money. You know what you need to do, and I think you've built yourself up to a point where the money's continually coming in. So somebody could be, you know, have done a divine intervention to make things easier for you. Okay. You're very spiritual yourself, Aries, and, you know, it's like divine intervention has stepped in and said, we've got your back. You're going to be okay. You could be thinking about traveling for your job or your career as well. Now, coming in next, you have the Six of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Tower. So something's going to suddenly change here. The Tower is sudden change. Something just like that abruptly happens and you're up on your feet planning a new beginning. This card says something might have ended. It might have been intentional. It might have been expected, and it might not have been. This is a card that says, don't worry, though. It gives you the time now to get out there and be free to create your own stronger, better foundation. Something here was on shaky ground to begin with. The Seven of Swords says somebody could be sneaking around behind your back. They're not coming on as honest as they should be. They're only out for their own greedy intentions. This card says they could be trying to coerce, charm you, or talk you into something that you're not going to stand up for. This person, I think you're aware of who they are. They have that ability to sneak around, and they're watching you. The Six, I wouldn't worry about it, though, okay? It's not a threatening watch. The Six of Wands comes in and says, yes, it's finally here. You're going to see victory after hard work and struggle. Everything you've worked hard for, you've had to endure and go through. You've passed the exams. You've got the seal of approval. You're on your feet, and you're back in the game. And everybody is giving you that attaboy, attagirl pat on the back of congratulations. I see a lot of love being poured out for you at this time and in the near future, and you're going to be able to know that everybody is in your corner of the ring. Congratulations. You earned this beautiful recognition. Coming in the center position, which is your help, hurdle, or your challenge, I decided to use the Lenormand card deck, which you guys used to see me use a lot, and I don't know why I haven't, but anyway, Spirit advised me to pick up this deck and use it today and for this week. So when we do get the letter, it's very obvious. It could be documents or information coming in. It could be a package, an invoice, or a certificate, or even the results from a test or an exam, whether they're medical or they're scholastic. It could also be a message of intimate communication, okay? This is a card that says you're going to hear about something coming in, and it has this seal on it, and I mentioned the seal of approval here. There may be a stamp or something of notarization being put on that in a legal manner. Now, the moon comes in, and this is the card of Pisces. The Ten of Swords is here, and the world is here. So the moon is all about finding out the answers in the background, doing your research, trusting your gut feeling and instincts, and also realizing that you're constantly building up your database of information that helps move you forward. This is a card that says after, you know, it's always darkest, pardon me, before the dawn, but when that moon comes out, it totally lights everything around it. And you'll see a clear sight line. You'll get the answers that you need. Don't struggle and don't worry. Do your research and the answers will surface for you. The Ten of Swords says you're over everything that you've had to handle thus far. This represents feeling like you were stabbed in the back, used and abused, held back, restrained, and not being able to move forward in a normal manner. Well, I'm here to tell you that the tens are the endings of those things in all suits. And this one says you're back on your feet, my Aries, and you're back in the game. And you don't have to go back there ever again. The world comes in and says, yes, end of one cycle, beginning of a new one. This is a beautiful card of moving forward. Set your compass, my beautiful Aries. You can pick and choose the direction you want to go now. This is a card of good karma, good luck, new direction, beautiful energy. Excuse me. Coming in next, you have the card from Spirit and your guides, and this is intuition, psychic, and trust. So this card represents, it's a spiritual card, and it's the card of a psychic and the healer, and talks of further development of the gifts you possess. You are quite spiritual, as I had said earlier, my beautiful Aries. It's also asking you to have faith and trust. So trust your intuition because you are intuitive. Have faith that you really do know and trust your gut feelings. You are gifted, so believe in yourself. And I said that here with the moon card. So moving on, trusting your gut feeling. But some of you could also be seeing somebody who you trust, an intuitive, a psychic, an individual who has the ability to lay the cards in a fair and equitable manner that you trust. Someone who you can speak to and confide in. All right, coming in with that, you have the Six of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Four of Swords. I think you're really going to want to put your feet up and rest. And some of you to the point where you're going to close the door of all the outside noise and just go through a healing process. It's, you know, it's a card that says just breathe, call a truce, don't get involved in anything, don't sign anything in a big hurry, agree to anything in a big hurry. This card says take your time. You may have experienced some insomnia in the last while, and it's time for you to rejuvenate, regenerate, and re-energize yourself. The Six of Swords says the worst is over. You're on your feet. As I had said with the Ten of Swords, you're headed in a new direction. This is leaving troubled waters and going to calmer shores. There will always be some challenges along the way. In the real world, we wouldn't have any, but there will be a few minor challenges you will have to experience, but they're not going to be like what you've walked away from. The Six of Cups is reconciliation, communicating, being together with somebody that may have lived at a distance or been distanced from you for a while. You've reconnected now, and you have the trust, and you have the honesty, and and the loyalty of each other's friendship. This card says you could be also associating and entertaining children and getting, and letting your inner child out and enjoying the moment. Wow. Okay, coming in at the end of the week, your angel card number is 1515. So that works out to 12. 2 and 1 is a 3. Intuition, relating, value, insight, increased perception, love, and monogamy. Follow your gut, Aries. It's more than just a feeling. Be real with people and focus on meaningful relationships. Remember, you also must bring value to the table. So treat others with respect, or else karma will bite you in the ass. 3 is a crowd. Ha ha ha. So you could be dealing with a third party, and it might be this person here that's deceiving you. This third party individual could be poking you with a stick or stirring the cauldron up. Beware of that. 3 is a crowd. And keep your cool. Okay, don't lower yourself to their level. All right, try to just breathe through it because it's not who you are. You can be direct without being aggressive. So trust your intuition. Big, big, big time this week. Okay, coming in with that, you have the 8 of Cups, you have the 3 of Pentacles, and you have the Knight of Cups. You're definitely moving on. We talked about this last week as well. Aries, you're ready to pack your bags and get out of there, wherever you are. This card says you've walked through the fire, you've paid your dues, it's time for you now to see the sun coming up over the horizon and moving in a new direction. You're not going to turn around because you're never going back in that direction again. You have the ability now to take yourself to center and balance yourself in the process. Take your time. One foot in front of the other is leading you in a new, better direction. You've got the 3 of Pentacles. That's teamwork. You're working with other people. You could be creating a team or asked to join a team, or just being in a group of people that all have the same goals of success. You have the ability to stand up and talk about it. You have the ability to teach, preach, and convey wisdom and information to other people. Maybe you're in sales. Maybe, you're coaching. Maybe you're, involved in some sort of team where you get together in the boardroom and all of you guys get together and talk about these situations. But remember, you're not going to have to do this alone. You're working with other people that are supporting you and advocating for you. The Knight of Cups is your ideal person coming in. It's not quite the king. Somebody comes forward. They could be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, and you fall madly in love with them. Or this could be the renewal of a relationship you're already in, and it's going to be rekindled. This is a card that says they could be bringing something to the table of life that you love and just the energy of them. Or you could be asked to go to some event like a wedding or an engagement party, an event of love. Well, you're letting go of the burdens, my beautiful Aries. I like this reading for you. I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, prosperous, and successful week. And always know I stand in this circle of love and light for you. And I'll see you soon, my beautiful, beautiful Aries.